Howdy. Welcome back to WindleyMania, of course, the podcast you never heard of, brought to you by the band you never heard of. But if you're listening now, you heard of it, and good for you. I'm really proud of you. I'm the best in the world, Andrew, and with me, as always, man's best friend, Devin Hopkins.
Apparently that is me.
Yes, sir, it is you. So, say, Devin, how's Tricks?
Pardon me?
How's
Tricks?
How's Tricks?
Tricks is good.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tricks is great.
It's an expression, how you doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Doing just fine.
Yeah.
I was out of town for a few days.
I know. I didn't know what to do with myself.
You're that lost?
I'm so lost.
Yeah, you did text me a few times. You're like, I miss you. Where are you? And then you started apologizing like it was your fault. It's like, no, I just had to. Yeah, I got some family down there. I just went and saw for a few days.
Down where? Mexico?
Florida.
Oh, that's right, Florida. Yeah, how was it? What'd you do?
It was good. We went to just hung out. We went to a few record stores. Really, that's what I like to do. Go to record stores. Go to like toy stores and stuff. I had my uncle take me some places.
Did you get some good stuff?
Yeah, got a few records. Didn't find any toys at the giant toy store I went to. I found a little Mac Tonight that drives a car because I have a few of those now.
I've seen those. Yeah, the little old McDonald's ones.
Because I got a moped and then I've got like a jet ski one.
Yeah.
And I got a couple other ones. Seems like I find them anytime I'm scrounging through a dollar bin at one of those kind of places.
Yeah, they're a lot. They're everywhere. I love those Mac Tonight things.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I like the Big Mac. Remember the Big Mac Tonight in Orlando?
At the big McDonald's there.
Just floating.
Yeah.
It's actually like, I feel like it's going to fall, but.
Yeah, it looks like it's falling, but I imagine it's pretty secure.
I love Doug Jones too. The guy who played Mac Tonight, the actor.
Yeah, he was in like a bunch of stuff, wasn't he?
He's basically like in anything that's like requires a big lanky like alien guy. So he was Abe Sapien in the Hellboy movies. Did you ever see Pan's Labyrinth? He was Pan, and then he was the other creature with the eyeballs on his hands. And he was the one fellow in Hocus Pocus. And a few years ago, there was this really cool thing where they did it was called Nosferatu Redux. Mm-hmm. And it was like essentially like a shot-for-shot remake of Nosferatu. And Doug Jones played Count Orlok. That was pretty cool. But I really liked the Doug Jones, and I liked the Mac Tonight. I saw
I think it was on Twitter a few months ago. He posted that because it was like an anniversary. What? He posted the Mac Tonight picture, and he said, "Did you know that I was Mac Tonight?" And everyone was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I love the Doug Jones. But what'd you get at the record stores?
I went to the Smart Punk store. I got a few things.
Oh,
there.
is that new?
It's been around for a few years. Anytime because they live close to Orlando, so we just drive. I flew down. They picked me up, and then we went out to Orlando a couple times just to go to the stores there. So Smart Punk's got a lot of stuff. Then we went to.
What'd you get?
What did I get there? I got Bleed American.
The
Jimmy World.
Okay.
I got We Cool. Jeff Rosenstock, because I didn't have that one yet. And I found a Replacements record, too. I got Pleased to Meet Me.
I see.
Those were the few that I got there. And I got a couple different ones at a huge record store down the road that I didn't know was there. And my uncle just said, yeah, there's this one, too. And what was it called? Park Avenue CD. And they had a lot of CDs, too. So he got some of those. And I found a couple more, because I have the money burning a hole in my wallet when I'm out of town.
I can't think of the last vinyl. I used to be really heavy into the vinyl record things, but then I bought all the ones I wanted.
Yeah, you still have my copy of Bloody Kisses for some reason.
I mean, you can get it back if you want.
I would like it back.
But I haven't bought a new vinyl record in a long time. Probably that last Warriors album.
I think I remember you saying that.
Yeah, that was almost 3 years ago now.
'Cause I still buy them. I don't listen to them a lot. I'll listen to them, every weekend. I'll throw one on while I'm doing stuff. But I still like to collect them.
Yeah, I think I like collecting the 7 inches better.
You've always been a 7-inch guy.
Yeah, I like the 7 inch. I mean, I like the big old album. I have all the there. Okay, maybe there's like one or two things I don't have that's just impossible to get, or too expensive to get. Mm-hmm. But I have like what I want on vinyl record as far as an album. But 7 inches, there's like so many and so many interesting things.
I found a Descendants live album that I didn't know existed at the Park Avenue CD. It was called Fartathon.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wait. Tell me about that. I didn't heard of that either.
I didn't know it existed. I was flipping through, and I was like, I know I already have every Descendants album. I was seeing if they had Liveage, but I found it was even better. It was like a radio like broadcast or something from like St. Louis, and they did like, I think it was around the time the All record came out. Because I guess it was, because All Logistics was like the first track on it, but it was like pink, and it had like Milo as a fish, like biting a sandwich on a hook or something like that, and it was called Fartathon. It was like 1987, 86 or 87. But I was like, that's mine now.
Did you listen to it?
The record is pink. No, because I've only been home for like 24 hours, basically.
Was it like so they played on a radio show?
It was like a live session from a radio station.
It wasn't an acoustic or anything.
No, I don't think they've ever done really like a full acoustic set. I mean, they did a few songs for Taylor Guitars acoustic. And they said, and Stefan was like, this is the first time we've actually like ever done anything like this. So
yeah. Okay.
I imagine it's a full band thing.
Huh. That's interesting. I love that. I mean, that era is really cool too. The All era, like right
when they became All.
Yeah, when those guys joined, which I love that record.
All Roy for Prez.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's the All Roy for All Roy for
Prez.
Prez.
Revenge and then Prez. Some of the like, those were the first two.
The Dave
right?
Smalley ones.
Yeah,
that Dave Smalley for Prez is my favorite All album, but I'm saying the Descendants.
The Descendants All era. Yeah.
I love that album as well with like Camage.
Yeah.
And Van.
Clean Sheets.
So.
Schizophrenia.
Yeah. The Iceman. It's a great album.
Yeah.
But speaking of Smart Punk, do you remember we were at the Wrecking Ball festivals in Georgia?
Yeah.
Almost 10 years ago.
Don't tell me that.
It wasn't almost 10 years ago.
It was
2015 and 2016. That's not 10 years ago at all.
It was only 8.
Yeah, but it's close. But I forgot which one it was. But I remember, I think it was the first one, because I remember the booth being specifically behind the venue.
Yeah.
When the one stage was out there. But I remember when I bought 2 records for that Smart Punk booth, they said that I bought the best records from that whole weekend.
Really?
Yeah, they said, they were like, whoa, look at this, what this guy got. Dude, I was so proud of myself. It's like, no way.
You made it.
Yeah, I got actually 2 albums I probably talk about sometimes. The Hot Water Music, Fuel for the Hate Game, and then At the Drive-In, in Casino Out. Those are the 2 albums I got. It was the best selections of the whole weekend. How about that, boys?
Look at that. You made it.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah. They probably still talk about that.
Yeah, I want to go to the store and be like, be like royalty.
Remember me? They'd be like, oh, no way. That's the guy.
Royalty, baby. But now I would walk in there and be like,
Didn't the dude from Fearless send you a copy of In Casino Out?
I was actually talking to my girlfriend about this the other day. My mom...
Yeah, she like somehow knew the guy or something.
She was working at a call center type place, and I forgot how it spawned. I'm sure she'll remind me of the story. But he called about something, and I don't know how it led to like what he does for a living, and then how my mom brought me up. But it led to that, like, hey, I'm the guy that runs Fearless Records. And my mom's like, oh, my son likes music.
My son likes music bands.
Yeah. And, well, it's weird because I don't know how she figured out, because Fearless has a lot of bands I don't particularly care for.
Yeah.
I don't know how she like figured out at the drive-in, because it was like a surprise almost. That he sent some At the Drive-In vinyls.
That's cool.
To the house, and that was pretty cool. It was like the first 2 albums in their EP, and that was cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. But I don't know if she like hangs out with him.
I was gonna say, like, we got this connect, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Make us millions.
Yeah, I don't think she doesn't work at that place anymore, the call center, so she can't like.
She doesn't have his number still.
Yeah.
She didn't save
Mr. Fearless.
Dave Fearless.
Yeah,
I don't know his name.
I know. I don't know it either. I just know like the name Fearless Records.
Yeah.
But you know what I was listening to the other day actually, and I was thinking about this whole thing. The Like Clockwork by Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Like Queens of the Stone Age is like a band that I don't know any of their other stuff besides Like Clockwork and I guess some of the singles.
Right.
But that's a great album.
That's like, because I've listened to all their albums at least once, some more than others.
Yeah.
I've definitely listened to Like Clockwork a lot. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Probably their best. I don't think they'll top it. Not that they make shitty music now, but I think that's the best album. Songs for the Deaf's pretty good though. That's the one that, that was the one that had like, No One Knows and Go With the Flow, the ones that are on the radio all the time. The one that Dave Grohl played on.
Didn't he play on Like Clockwork?
He played on like half of it.
He played on the first song though, right?
Yes. He played
roomy
because there's like
drums.
12 tracks on that album, somewhere like that. He played on at least like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
And then Joey Castillo played on some of it, and I think he quit during the recording of it.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I think he plays in the Bronx now.
What's his name? Josh Homme? Homie?
Josh Homme?
Josh Homme, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Didn't he kick some girl in the face?
Yep. He did.
What was he? But he was just like dancing.
He said, "I was lost in the performance." It's like, what a chode!
And, like,
you looked. She got picked. It was a photographer. She got pictures of him
Yeah.
looking right at the camera, and like one picture is him looking at the camera, and the next picture is him still looking at the camera with his boot at the lens. It's like, what a fucking dick! And the apology the next day was like, "I was lost in the music" or whatever, and then everyone's like, "Bullshit, bullshit!" Like all the comments lighting him up.
Wow.
And then the next day he was like on a Facebook Live and he was talking about like, "Oh man, I really fucked up. I need to fix myself." I guess he was, I don't know, on drugs or something.
Man, I want to get lost in the music and do whatever I want.
Yeah,
you know?
you should do that this Saturday at January 21st.
Yeah, actually, let's do the show thing real quick, and then I'll get on to the point I wanted to make about Like Clockwork. All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. All right. So yeah, but we do have. You might get kicked in the face by
Andrew,
because I'm gonna get so lost
He's
in
gonna
the
get
music.
lost in the performance.
I'm gonna be like a little Red Riding Hood on my way to Grandma's, and I don't know where the fuck I'm going because I'm playing Bad Chemical Baby. Everyone loves that song, right? The fucking
that's the hit single.
Every time someone most of the time, I feel like 90% of the time anyone's ever like shared our shit or had to say something about us or whatever, they always play the Bad Chemicals. So.
You know what they're doing?
What?
Picking the first song on Spotify.
Yeah.
But that's fine because that song rocks. But what were you saying?
But I'm gonna get lost. Fucking Bad Chemical. Shows, baby. January 21st at the Brick House Lounge. That's this Saturday, folks. All right.
If you're listening like a loyal listener and you're listening it to the day it drops out, that is this Saturday.
So January 21st at the Brick House Lounge. Windley, that's this dumb band that we're in, and the Dirty Earls, which you're in that band.
I am.
With Handsome Corey and Brett.
And
Baby Yaga from Charleston. Clean Sweep from Darlington. And I watched a video of them playing. And they need, I don't know if that fog machine was theirs, but that was fucking sick, huh?
The fog machine was really cool.
That was fucking cool.
That was pretty tight. I don't know if Brick House has fog machines, but like they have like 80s bands there all the time. So I don't know.
Maybe there's like one left
There's
over.
got to be one that,
yeah,
one of the former touring members of LA Guns might have left or something. But who was there recently? Enough's Enough was there the other day.
No way, really? When?
This past Saturday.
No.
I promise you.
How did I not know about that?
I don't know.
Are you fucking serious?
You can pause it and go get some internet and look it up. Enough's Enough played at the Brick House the other day.
I had no idea.
I was actually going to text you guys in the group chat since I wasn't going to be here. I was like, can one of you guys go to the Enough's Enough show and hand out flyers?
I had no idea.
They were there. I promise you.
I fucking love that band.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that first album. That guy's voice is so obnoxious, and I love it. But holy shit.
Yeah, they were there.
Oh my god, I had
the other day.
At least it wasn't like Well, Trickster's like split up into factions.
They're like Queensryche.
They're
It seems like there's something happens to a lot of those bands from that era. They split up into factions.
Cold War Trickster right
there's
now.
two Tricksters.
But enough's enough. I think there's like split members. There's gotta be, but
there's someone out there that wasn't Enough's Enough claiming he's the real Enough's Enough.
Man, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, so this Saturday come out, bring $10 and bring a friend. It's 8:30.
Pack your car.
The next Saturday, this is coming up too, folks. January 28th at the Fresh Brewed Coffee House and Lounge. Circuit. Sorry. Circuit, Convalescent, and CATCH, which also is easier to say if you just say catch.
But they put the like it's an abbreviation for something.
Yeah, which I don't know. I'm gonna ask.
All those bands start with the letter C.
Yep. The Triple C's.
The Triple C.
It ain't Credence, folks, but it's going to be a fun time at the Fresh Brewed. And also bring $10 and a friend to that one. It starts at 8 o'clock. And then this one we're going to be talking about a lot because it's all the way in March 11th, but, might as well just start,
Fuck it.
It's part of the fucking...
It's on 311.
Yes, sir, it is. March 11th at the Next Level Gym, 3552 Northgate Drive. Hymns of Blasphemy. They are back. And they got 2 new members, which happen to be Devin and Connor from this band.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And Circuit, again, if you missed them at the Fresh Brew, don't worry. They're going to be at the Next Level Gym. And Mirthful Release, a very young metal band that we played with back in Fayetteville. And it blew our minds.
And they're going to be here.
Yeah, so you should come watch that and bring $10 and a friend at 8 o'clock.
$10 and a friend. $10 and a lot of friends that also have $10.
Yeah. But anyways, what were we talking about?
We were talking about Like Clockwork.
Like Clockwork for Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes.
Fucking If I Had a Town. Great album.
Elton John plays on that album too.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Where?
He plays one of the piano-driven songs is El Tonio Jonathan.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I forgot what track it was. I don't know, but he is
can't
on that
believe
album.
Enough's Enough played. Are you serious about that?
I promise you.
All right, I forget about it. That's just mind-blowing.
I'm sorry that I didn't. If I would have known you would have been so about it, I would have really texted the group chat and asked you to go hand out flyers because I was gonna go up there.
Holy
but
shit!
I didn't.
What? That was last Saturday.
This past Saturday, 3 days ago.
What was I doing this past Saturday? Probably fucking nothing.
I thought you were gonna go to the DPW show, right? But then I didn't go with you.
That was a wait. No, are you talking about Saturday?
3 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was watching wrestling.
Okay.
But God damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't go to it, but I was watching. Queens of the Stone Age, Like Clockwork. That album came out in 2013. Now, I don't know if I'm just saying this because maybe perhaps that 2013, 10 years ago.
I don't like that.
Well,
it's part of life.
Face to facts, baby.
Yeah.
All right?
I don't like it. I don't have to like it.
It's all natural. It's like breathing.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe I'm just saying this because this is, and you might agree with me because this is more of our formative years. Mm-hmm. But I was looking at 2013 album releases. There's so much shit that was great, just great stuff.
Yeah,
great.
So I can think of that one.
I have most of them written down.
I can think of Dissension.
Yeah,
Cody Cambria.
Yeah.
True North came out.
True North by Bad Religion.
Yes.
The last Wackerman and
Wackerman and Hetson.
Which really good album. And then what do we got now? The Dog is the Law. What's that song on there? On their last album, The Age of
Unreason.
Yeah. I
don't remember. I haven't listened to that one but once or twice.
Yeah, let me read off this list. True North by Bad Religion. Wolf's Law by the Jor Formidable, which great album. Oddfellows by Tomahawk.
Oh yeah, that album.
Yeah,
that album's really good.
The Bronx. They put out their 4th album, The Bronx, which that's the one with the red tiger on the front.
Yeah.
Okay. The Afterman Dissension by Coheed and Cambria. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer Dissension or Ascension?
I think back then I liked Descension better, but I think now I like Ascension. But they're both great, and I kind of listen to them all. I listen to them together. Anytime I turn that album on, I turn on the double album, on Spotify or whatever. I'll play through both of them.
I might be a Dissension guy as well. Well, you said Ascension.
I said Ascension now, but Descension at the time. But Descension does have Iron Fist.
I might be flip-flopped.
You might be flip-flopped?
I might have been Ascension at the time. And now 10 years later, I'm more Descension.
Like, Ascension has Evangelic of the Faithful. That's my favorite song on that album.
Yeah.
And then Descension has Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Which I think we both agree about Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist is my third favorite Coheed song.
I like the Taylor Guitars version of it.
No, I don't, because that's Penny.
No, not that one.
Oh.
It was just him and Travis.
Oh, that one.
The one with Penny is like it was like a pre-show thing.
Yeah.
And he's playing drums like a jackass. Where Josh Eppard plays.
I love Chris Penny, though.
Yeah, he's a great drummer. But Josh Eppard plays drums like he's having sex. And Chris Penny's playing the drums like a jackass. Like, for that song in particular.
Yeah.
You know.
The Raven That Refused to Sing by Stephen Wilson.
Oh my God.
You know, fucking
I was listening to that the other day, and one of the guys I work with, like, I think he actually turned it on.
He blew a load.
Blew a load.
Yeah.
I was watching I was watching something about that bass player because it came up.
Yeah.
He played in some like pop band, like some pop band from like the late 80s or something.
Yeah.
And there was a bass YouTube channel that I follow that was like, listen to this crazy pop bass line, and it was him. And it was fucking bizarre what he was doing. I was like, and then he was like, this guy played with Porcupine Trees, played with Stephen Wilson. I said, oh, it's that fucking guy.
Yeah.
With the pigtails.
That's right. Yeah, the pigtail. I remember watching the when they were recording the album. But yeah, that's an album. I want to go back and listen to that. I haven't listened to it in a long time.
He's got a new album.
I haven't listened to
and there's a new Porcupine Tree.
I've listened to the Porcupine Tree singles and I really liked it. I haven't listened to the album yet. And then there's like 2 or 3 Stephen Wilson albums I have not listened to yet. The last Stephen Wilson album I actually like listened to and really got into was that Hand Cannot
Erase,
which was fucking great.
Yeah,
because that was essentially the same band as the Raven Band.
Right. Yeah. That's
and then
true.
He changed bands after that album. And
he's like, okay, see you later.
Okay,
good boy.
But yeah, Migrant by the Deer Hunter, which was their break from the acts. So this was after Act 3, and they
I dove into them at Act 4, and I listened to all the acts. I'm bad. I haven't listened to stuff that wasn't the acts.
Oh, well, Migrant is just like, it's kind of like their Color Before the Sun in a way, but it's still like them. I guess the songs are a little more like, I wouldn't say accessible. I guess accessible, just more like straight up like, you know, rock songs and stuff. But
I'll have to check it out.
As opposed to 13 minutes of like craziness and railroad chants and stuff like that and clarinet solos. So, but oh God, I've Infestisumam by Ghost, their second album.
That's
when they were as Ghost BC.
Mm-hmm.
I think
that was when they like.
Yeah, that's when they like, took off. Up. Yeah, which I think I like the first album more, but that one's really fun.
Yeah,
that's like they had like the Beelzebub, Lucifer,
Year Zero.
Yeah, Year Zero. That's crazy shit.
Yeah,
they had that ABBA cover on it.
That's right.
Yeah, the Marionette. I think that's ABBA, but could be wrong. But that album, it's got a shit ton of bass in that album too.
I haven't listened to that in a long time. Yeah, I remember listening to it and being like, this sounds good.
Well, I think it's a bit too much. That's what I'm saying. The bass guitar stuff is cool, but as far as I just remember in the car, that's like the one album I would put on and actually turn down my bass in my car because it was just so much.
Because you're a coward.
I'm not a coward. Just I don't. Sorry. The Hands That Thieve by Streetlight Manifesto. Did you ever listen to that?
I don't think I did.
It's a great album. It's a great album that came out in 2013.
What I've listened to. I haven't listened to much by them. I've listened to like 1 or 2 of their albums, and it wasn't that one.
Oh.
Sorry.
And then Like Clockwork by Queens of the Stone Age. And then I don't like this band. I don't necessarily like, I don't know any of their other stuff besides this album, but I know I really like this album. And I know that this album is like highly acclaimed as far as like their shit, I guess, but is survived by Touche Amore.
I haven't listened to them very much at all.
I thought that's a really good, it's a good album for when it's a little cloudy outside.
Good album when it's cloudy.
A little rain. I think it fits really well. But that album, and then the debut Pup album.
Oh, right. That's cool.
Which I haven't really listened to too much Pup, but I know that album.
Their newest album's pretty good. It was like the unraveling of Pup. The cover's got all kinds of crazy designs on it. It's good. I like the Pup.
Yeah. So I probably missed a lot of stuff, but I'm just saying, like 2013 was like
that rocked.
That was a crazy year for music. There's probably so much that I missed. And that was just like
we were in ninth grade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just like me like skimming through like the Wikipedia.
Mm.
You know,
it's like picking out things that stuck
it's probably
out.
Stuff I forgot, long forgot. Like, as far as like, you know, stuff that was only on the internet or whatever.
That's pretty much, you know, what I think of
those albums.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Good stuff.
So Devin.
So Andrew,
are you excited for the new Shyamalan movie?
Oh, what's this one about? Oh, it's funny you say that. My brother and my sister-in-law were watching The Happening when I left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you seen that before?
I've seen it before.
Okay.
I think I watched it with you at the old house. I don't remember.
Okay.
But yeah, that movie's fucking nuts.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
I'm talking to a plant here. I'm talking to a fake plant.
Yeah.
I'm still talking to it.
But he's got a new one. It feels like old came out just yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool that it's called A Knock at the Cabin.
A Knock at the Cabin.
And essentially like it's a gay couple and their adopted daughter go out to this cabin, and then Dave Bautista's out there and he like fucking breaks in their cabin. And he's like with two like other people, and they're like, I think they said they're from the future and that they need to like kill one of them in order to like prevent the world ending.
Wait, hold on. The couple said that?
No, the Dave Bautista. Dave Bautista has to kill one of the gay guys or the daughter to prevent the world from ending because they're from the future. So that's gonna be fun, dude.
I'm really looking forward to it. I didn't see anything about this, but I'm really excited.
You haven't seen anything about it?
No, I saw like news articles like M. Night Shyamalan working on a new movie. I was like, oh yeah, of course he is. But I didn't see anything updated.
Yeah, February 3rd.
What? That soon? Yeah. Oh, dude, fuck yeah! I thought I was gonna have to wait.
Oh no! Oh, he's got one or two other things. There's this one he's been working on for a while. It's called like it's like something journey or something about a journey that he's been working on for a long time. But this one just fucking came out of nowhere. I think he wrote. No, he didn't. I think he wrote the like screenplay and shit, but it was based off a book.
Oh, so was Old.
Old was a book?
Old was based off a book. I remember seeing that in the credits.
Yeah, some of those movies were based off of books.
Yeah.
Like The Lady in the Water. I think it was like a children's book he wanted to make or something. That movie is bizarre. I
think I watched half of that because I remember when you were going through all
Did you give up?
No, I came in while you were watching. You were like halfway through it. And I sat down and I was like, what's going on here? That's
not the only thing that comes out on February 3rd. I'm very excited about the Shyamalan movie. But then there's this other fucking movie that I discovered literally like a few days ago that's coming out. And it sounds like I don't understand how sometimes some things are made.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like great movies that were never made. Like I'm trying to think. Like fucking like there was like a famous like Stanley Kubrick's like he was gonna make a movie about Napoleon.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been pretty cool. Fucking Adrian what's his name? Adrian Jodorowsky. I don't know how to say his fucking name, but he was supposed to make a Dune movie. And then like there's a bunch of concept art from that. And it inspired a lot of other fucking movies. And then there was like this crazy like David Lynch movie after Eraserhead called Ronnie Rocket. And none of these movies got to be made. But February 3rd, we get to witness 4 friends come together. It's called 80 for Brady.
80 for Oh, wait, is that the old ladies movies?
Yeah.
The old ladies and Tom Brady?
80 for Brady is inspired by the true story of 4 best friends living to the fullest when they take a wild trip to the 2017 Super Bowl to see their hero Tom Brady play, starring Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, and Sally Field, with 7-time Super Bowl champion and producer Tom Brady. So it's this movie where these old women are like super horny for Tom Brady, and they're scared. And then like, I guess they're like, this is going to be his last Super Bowl. We need to go see it.
But
so
it
they
wasn't.
go, no, it wasn't. So they're like, all right, we should go to the Super Bowl. So they drive to the Super Bowl or fly there or whatever, but they didn't buy any fucking tickets to the Super Bowl. So they're just outside the Super Bowl trying to figure out how they're going to get in. That's the movie.
That sounds dumb. There's a bunch of...
Sounds like something we made up.
Yeah.
Like,
How about we get some old women? Is it like hilarity ensues?
Oh, yeah,
they
dude.
break in?
One of the ladies, like Guy Fieri's there, and one of the ladies like takes drugs, and then all of these people start turning into Guy Fieri. And her face turns into Guy Fieri. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, what I saw I had to like double take because I saw the trailer on TV, and I was like,
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but now that you mentioned it,
like,
I did see something about it. I didn't seek out the trailer for it for whatever reason.
yeah.
But I'll probably see it like on accident now or come across it.
But it's a real story. These like, but they cut one of the friends because there was originally 5 friends.
They said 5's too many.
Yeah, it's
I wanted to see that 5th Friends movie. I want to see she's gonna make one. This is what really happened. And it was all based. It's gonna be all based around her.
But they're like, I don't know if like they kind of explained it like they don't really like the sport. They're just really horny for Tom Brady. Like they just really like Tom Brady and want to slob. They want to get their slop all over Tom Brady.
Take out their teeth. And get in on that.
Yeah.
Give them a gum job.
So I just didn't know if you'd seen it, any press about it or not.
I heard about it actually on the Doozy podcast.
Really?
They talked about it, and I was like, "What? That sounds dumb." They talked about it for a second, but I have to look into this. We should do a double feature.
Do you want to make our own 80 for Brady, but like fucking 90 for someone else?
90 for I don't know, we could do Simpin' for Simpson. And it's a bunch of people, horny for OJ Simpson.
That sounds terrible.
But they don't go to his football game. They go to where he committed the murder and they cheer him on.
I don't like that.
It's great.
Mm-mm.
You don't like my ideas?
That's a terrible idea. I liked your movie idea. What was that movie? Shower Wasps?
Oh, yeah. I was going to make $1 million.
Do you have an explanation for shower wasps?
Yeah, this is fucking crazy, man. Turn on the shower, a bunch of wasps come out and they kill a bunch of people.
I feel like that'd be like a really good like.
It's like it's like a Sharknado movie, but like
I've never seen any of those.
You ever saw the Sharknadoes?
No.
Oh, we watched this really good movie when I was in Florida because like, and I had heard about it, and my uncle down there, he said, "Have you seen this?" And it is one of the biggest piles of dog shit movies I've ever seen. He said, "It's terrible. You got to watch it." It's called Ouija Shark.
Okay.
So Ouija Shark is 58 minutes long. So
that's not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, I'll tell you about this movie I watched today. Actually, that was also I think 58 minutes long. But go ahead.
Ouija Shark. So it opens up and there's a girl. She goes to this beach and it's a terrible beach. And there's like hard rocks and she's got a very small towel to lay out on and there's no sun. It's like, what are you doing? Not getting any sun. And then so she's in the water and something brushes up against her and she goes, ah, because she's acting. And she washes up and it's a Ouija board.
On the beach.
Okay. There's a Ouija board on the beach. And then, it's girls' weekend, so her and her friends are at this house, and she's like, "Well, why don't we do this Ouija board?" So they do it, and they're asking it questions, and it just says every time it just says hungry. It spells out hungry, and so it's her and like 4 friends. One of them vanishes like immediately. She just goes like, there's the neighbor is washing his car, and she's like, "Do you need help?" And he says his only line in the movie, "Yeah." And so she's off helping him wash his 2005 Honda Civic, as you do. And they didn't ask where she was like the whole time. I was like, this is her friend. They don't worry about her. She's just with this guy. Yeah. So she's very important. Very important.
Bless me.
They play the Ouija board, and then she's having like nightmares. And there's like a really realistic looking shark that keeps popping up. And then the next day, this very realistic shark starts, eating everybody. Yeah. And then they were like, I don't know what happened. No, she calls her dad, who is really in depth with the occult, very conveniently. And she's like, I don't know, we play with this Ouija board. Daughter, I told you to never mess with that stuff.
She said the daughter.
He may as well have just said daughter.
Yeah.
But
when does the shark come in? Is the shark ever going to show up?
The shark keeps showing up
in the dreams.
It showed up in real life when they woke up.
Like walked to the front door and was like,
no, it was like it showed up as it looked like a ghost, but like it ate the bitch. It keep eating these girls.
So did they eventually kill the shark, or did they just eat everybody?
They had to. Well, the main girl that it opened up with, she was the last one standing.
Yeah.
And there's a very, very crazy plot twist that I was not ready for, like at the end.
Okay, well, skip ahead a minute if you don't want to hear the plot twist for Ouija Shark. What was it?
It was Donald Trump.
What? In Ouija Shark?
Donald Trump.
Wait, when was this made?
Recently.
Like what
within
recent?
The past 2 years.
What was he doing in it?
He was it wasn't really him. It was an actor.
Oh.
But he was.
Okay, that sucks. I wanted it to be him.
It was someone in like orange makeup, and you could just see like half of his face.
What was he
doing?
He
was doing all the hand gestures, but they called him, and he was like, the East Coast the mission has been successful on the East Coast. And, it's someone doing their like best Trump impression. He's like, this is going to be really, really, really big. And I guess it's just...
Gotta love the shark.
Gotta love
the shark.
Excuse me, many people... You're interrupting. Many people are saying it's the best shark.
But it's like, apparently it's this big like conspiracy thing that he's putting sharks in Ouija boards.
So it's him?
It was him. He did
He's behind it?
Yeah, and dude, I'm stoked for the sequel.
There's going to be... Okay, what?
There's another one. Not out yet, but I'm waiting. Bated breath. Ouija Shark
2, and it's going to be him, I presume, still?
I believe it's on Vudu.
Oh. That does sound like a big old pile of shit.
Pile of dick. Yeah. Pile of dick and balls of a movie.
Yeah, that sounds terrible, Devin.
Yeah, it was really good.
I don't think I'm ever going to watch that.
You should. I didn't even
How
rate
long was this movie I watched?
I didn't bother rating it on Letterboxd.
This movie was 51 minutes.
Oh, you got me beat. Well, this was like 58, but then, there's ads every like 3 minutes.
That sucks. That sounds terrible. I watched this movie called Hellbound Train.
Hellbound Train?
Which I'm not... If I didn't tell you anything about it, I guess you would imagine it's like after talking about Ouija Shark, you just imagine like it's like Speed on a train, I guess, where the train's like evil. But no, it's a silent film made in 1930 by this couple, Eloise Gist and James Gist.
I get the gist. Sorry.
But they were essentially, not essentially, they were like two like African-American evangelists. And they dabbled in filmmaking. Mm-hmm. And so usually they would make like short little like films, and they would play them at their church while like a pastor or whatever was giving like a spiel and passing around like the fucking donation box.
Right.
But they made like this movie in particular was like Lost. And they found like it like fragmented all up and torn apart at the Library of Congress, and they essentially they put it all back together. But the movie Hellbound Train is basically like it's like what not to do as a human being. So the devil is in it. I don't know who plays him, but it's like this guy dressed up like the devil.
You said this was 1930?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, the song's playing, sorry. So he's dressed up like the devil, and he has like a train. It's not his train, but it's like the train is like a metaphor, but you're like looking at the train on the screen. They filmed a lot of this train.
Yeah.
So you're watching a lot of this train just kind of like veering around a corner or whatever.
It's like B-roll footage of a
but
train.
It's basically like the cue cards of each of the they kind of like take you through like each coach of the train and kind of explain like sins. So
there's seven. There's 7 cars on the train.
I don't remember how many there were because I kind of like it's a lot to watch because it's an hour long and it's like very much like the music choice. They picked whoever like restored it. They picked like some of the like most abysmal piano music to play like in the middle chunk of it, where it's just like ding 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 ding, and it's just that over and over again. And it's like it's not very like I've watched a lot of like silent films, and some of the music selection is way more, a lot more expressive than that, especially like those Chaplin ones. But this, I don't know who did this, but they did a bad job, and it was whoever restored it because it was like you could, you know, I don't think the gist, the Mr. and Mrs. Gist provided music with this because they would play these things at their services. But anyways, the train represents it's going to hell, this train, and there's coaches on the train, and so like the first one is like drinking, and it's like the first coach, drinking is bad and can, you know, you shouldn't do it. And it shows like different scenes, and it's like there's like these people, like I don't know if they're like playing a card game, or they're just like whoever had this fucking camera in their hand was not trained at all. Like they were amateur filmmakers, which is fine, but it was just like shaky as all fuck. Like it was just like it's moving around constantly, and they try to like attempt to like zoom in on like handwritten notes, and whoever restored it, thank God they put the actual subtitles because the camera's just fucking on the fucking handwritten note, and it's just like oh God. But it's like it's these people drinking, and then someone gets stabbed in the heart, and then like so it'll be like the first coach. And this like don't do this, and then they'll show something bad happen, and then they'll show the devil guy, and the card will come up, and it says, "And the devil's heart rejoices," and then it just shows him just like
dancing?
jumping and dancing. It's fantastic,
like a little stinker.
Yeah.
The devil's just a little stinker of a guy.
The best coach was the one about jazz music.
Oh God!
And it was fantastic. They could have just like I logged it. I didn't know what to fucking rate this thing because it was a pile. I guess 0 stars because it was a huge pile of shit. But it was entertaining in some aspects, especially this section. If it was just this like 5-minute section, it would have been 5 stars, no question. But it was like the third coach is the people who partake in jazz music and dance. The dancing nowadays is indecent, and it shows like these like girls like dancing, and they're just like kind of like doing this and like like waving their arms like up and down like Tin Men and just like clapping their hands, and then it shows like this like
how provocative,
and it shows like it says something like, you know, you need to like not listen to jazz music because it could lead you down like to troubles and stuff. And there's this other scene where it shows this like older lady and her 2 kids, and she's just like dancing around to the jazz music, and then she collapses.
Oh no!
And falls over to her chair, and and then the cue card's like her telling her kid, "Turn off those blues now." And the kid turns off the record player, and she runs back, and she's still like collapsed over. And then the regular, I guess the narrator cue card is like, you can turn them off, but sometimes. And he's like, and the lady's like, "Go get the hymn book." And the kid brings the hymn book, and she starts reading the hymn book, and then she just dies. And the narrator card goes like, "But sometimes it's just too late." And then and the devil's heart rejoices.
And the devil danced on.
Yeah, that section was fantastic.
You gotta send this to me or something. I gotta watch it.
I watched it on the Criterion channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it like an Amazon Prime channel or something? Like
I think you get an Amazon Prime, yeah. I just have the app.
App.
And I was looking I just wanted to watch something before I came out here. And
watch something.
I was like, I only have an hour, so they have like a 60 minutes or less section.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, then it's weird because it goes on to like liars and people who smoke and like murderers is like the murderers hang out at the card games. And or
they're not as bad as those jazz listeners.
It's very bizarre. I mean, it's very hard to get through. Just at least watch like the first, I guess just get to the jazz part to really get, because all the stuff before that you get the idea, but it's a lot. So. And then, at the end of the movie, the train like crashes and like the devil lights it on fire or something. Yeah. So
the devil danced on.
And the devil's heart rejoices.
Does it close with him like a Bugs Bunny cartoon? Like he does something mischievous, and then he just kind of gives a look at the camera, like, with like a shrug, like guilty smile, and it closes in on him.
It opens the same way it ends. It's like the hellbound train is always open, and the devil is the engineer. Yeah. And you must repent and get baptized if you don't want to be on the train. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm going to go see if they have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I hope so. It's the Criterion Collection.
Yeah. I'm going to spend $40 on the Blu-ray of Hellbound Train. Great movie. Piece of shit.
Great movie.
Yeah. So,
did you watch Bullet Train?
I have not.
Of train music,
I have
movies? It's pretty good. I thought it's kind of like funny sometimes too. It's a good action comedy.
Yeah.
It's like 2 hours long, but it's pretty good.
I watched John Wick for the first time.
Oh man, what'd you think?
I thought it was pretty fun. Pretty good.
I love those movies.
I guess I'm gonna watch the rest.
I've got all 3 of them because they had like the combo pack at Walmart, so I bought it.
Yeah. I didn't like why he got mad. I didn't know that was coming.
I mean, I don't disagree with him. I mean, I would have.
I was like, well,
that tears.
I like that movie because it's very much what it is. It's like it's exactly what it is. You know what
it's the best. It's like the best version of it, though. I think.
And I like how they don't over explain a lot of stuff because there's a lot going on in that world. Mm-hmm. But they don't like hold your hand and like, fucking, yes, the Continental is started by this guy and, he does all this. They didn't hold your hand through that. I liked all that. It was just like you figured out the world as you go on. I just don't like.
I think the guy that like wrote those are like the only 3 things he's written, really, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's done a whole lot else.
Yeah. It's just like. I thought the coolest action part was like when he was like the ending one where he's in his car because it was like he was on the back of a horse in a way. That's what it reminded me of.
I want to watch this again.
Yeah, I guess I'll watch the rest of them though. It's pretty cool.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Killed a man with a pencil.
I have a Matrix shirt and someone was like, "Oh, what do you like better, the Matrix or John Wick?" And I was like, "I've never seen John Wick, so I guess the Matrix." And, he's like, "Well, what are you doing? Go watch him." And I was like, "All right." And, I thought it was fun.
That's interesting because usually you get mad when someone tells you what to do.
I was in a good mood that day. I don't. Yeah.
You should be like,
No, I thought it was fair. I was like, I was kind of been meaning to watch it. So I mean, he's got a point. You know, go ahead, go. What are you doing? So.
I think there's gonna be a fourth one soon.
Yeah, I think everyone should watch Bridge of Spies though.
I still haven't watched it. We were gonna watch it in the van, but we couldn't get the sound to work right.
Yeah, pitiful.
Maybe next time.
Pitiful.
Maybe next time.
Sure. Well, I guess you want to wrap it up. You got anything else you wanted to? We kind of like talked about a lot of random shit.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything intelligent I have to say. I could tell you how I sat on the plane for way too long yesterday, but that would be probably boring.
Did you have any good plane stories?
Well, I thought the plane was broken.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, they said, yeah, we're having a problem with the computer. Hey, bud, the whole thing's a computer. Like, the whole fucking thing's a computer.
Yeah. A flying computer.
Yeah. Like, sat on the fucking tarmac for like an hour. I mean, I flew Spirit too, so this is what I get. $100 round trip though. Can't really argue with it. But yeah, sat on tarmac. They said, hey, we're experiencing some issues with our computer. I'm making a phone call. Like, who you calling? Can you just get us a new plane?
Calling Captain Sully.
Yeah, but so like that happened. I guess they fixed the computer. But in my mind, I was just like, plane's broken. I'm gonna die.
Were you in the air?
No, we were on the ground.
Oh, you thought the plane was just going to blow up?
Yeah, I was just like, okay, this isn't going to take off now. We're going to
get you off the plane.
We're going to get in the air and the computer's going to turn off.
I don't think they would take off. Well, the computer's down. Well, we got to get these people to where we're going. We'll take care of it later.
We got to get to Myrtle Beach. No, I don't think it was like working at all, but I was like, okay, plane's broken and it's going to break again. They're just going to put a Band-Aid on it. It's a Spirit airline.
We'll just fix it when we land.
So of course that's like a shaky takeoff. It's like, and I could feel he like turned like a couple times on the runway. I was like, why are you doing that? This is like, you're straight enough.
Yeah,
just go in the air. But yeah, I was just like, fuck, computer's broken. Plane's broken. Oh, and I peed in the lavatory. I've never done that before, and that was fun. On
a plane? How was it? It feel different?
Yeah, it was really weird because like you're standing, but like you're like moving, and you're in the sky. And they still put ashtrays in there.
In the bathroom?
There's still ashtrays in the bathrooms, and I was.
Do you still smoke on an airplane?
You can't. But I looked this up because I was like, am I just on an old ass plane?
Yeah.
But I looked it up, and apparently they still put those in there because they know people are going to break the rules. And they'd rather you ash it out in an ashtray than in the trash can.
Sure.
And you don't want to fire.
No, on a plane.
But I was just like, because I was looking on the door, there's like 3 no smoking signs, and they do their whole spiel and saying, there's no smoking on the airline, there's no smoking on any airline, and if you tamper with the smoke detector, it's a fine. And then you go in the bathroom, and they've got a little ashtray in there. It's like,
they got a smoke detector in the bathroom?
Yeah, because they know people are going to go in there to try to light one up.
Then why do they got the ashtray then?
So you can ash it out.
But then they got the smoke detector and they're going to like bitch at you. I
don't know.
They really need to make up their mind.
It's like, you can do it. You can't, you can do it.
Maybe they like some of that fine money,
Yeah, I don't know what the fine is for that, but
probably a lot.
Probably quite a bit. I think it's like
I feel like anything on an airline.
Crime.
It's a federal crime too.
They said it's a federal crime to tamper with the smoke detector on the airplane.
Okay.
So like, imagine you're in like federal prison. There's like rapists and murderers to your left and right, and they're like, "What are you in for?" Tampered with the smoke detector on an Airbus.
Oh, this fucking guy!
Oh, you people like you make me sick. There's a special place in hell.
Yeah. I would never do that.
You would never do that?
I know. I can't. I was only on a plane, I guess like twice.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago. And I didn't like it.
I hadn't done it in a while. Like the furthest I flew to California.
Fucking taking off, like white knuckled. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I forgot how bad taking off was. I was like, holy shit.
It's like, I was like, I don't know. But
They put those, you got those little seat belts because those are safe.
Yeah, I'll be safe with this little
You got to
seatbelt. Nothing bad will happen. Yeah.
Where's my parachute? No, you give me a life vest for all this. Oh, that's great for all this land that's underneath us for when we crash and die.
Well, maybe they try to get over the water.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a pilot.
I think the flight, coming home, we flew over the water.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't really see.
Yeah.
You're just in the plane.
No.
But
right on.
what else? There was one more thing.
Something else?
No,
Something else you gotta say?
I had something else, but now it is gone.
Okay.
So
Maybe next week.
maybe next week.
Next week on WindleyMania, of course. But yeah, folks, January 21st is Saturday, Brickhouse Lounge. Come out, Windley, Dirty Earls, Baby Yaga, clean sweep.
Come out and rock and bowl.
Off. Sure.
This is at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
It's at Surfside Bowling. I don't know if there's a sign on the place.
I thought it was at Brickhouse Lounge.
Surfside Bowling and Brickhouse Lounge are like the same. They're married.
Yeah, I've never been there.
They're in the same building. You can get into the bowling alley from the lounge. You can get into the lounge from the bowling alley. It's fun for everybody.
How about that? How about that? All right. So that is all. And for more Windley crap, you go to at Windley_band and you click the follow button on those websites, those darn websites. And windleyhub.blogspot.com for when you're taking a poo.
I think the shirts are still cheaper than they should be, so get on that before I mark the prices back up.
Yeah, what's that? What merch now, or is it something else?
What the fuck's our shirt website? Fuck, I forgot it. It's in the link tree.
Okay.
There's a link tree on all our shit, and it's got every link.
The McDonald's shirt, the
robot shirt.
I think we have a few luchador shirts left, right?
Not on the site. I've got a few in the box, but they're like sizes no one wants.
And then the beautiful robot shirt.
Beautiful robot shirt.
That old Angelo made for us. So that is all. And I'm feeling good. Feeling good, baby. Fucking who made that egg salad sandwiches?
What?
All right.
You having a stroke?
Goodbye. Bam. Yeah, that again. All right. All right. Let's get out of here. Bye.
Bye.